Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you and I hope you all are safe. Maybe excited for my class, so I'm here to teach you SST Standard 3 and the chapter 7. Chapter name is India Political. Now today we will finish the chapter, but before starting the chapter we will take a short look of previous class from starting the chapter, that what we have learned in all the previous class related from this chapter. But before starting the chapter, I request all of you to please stay at home and enjoy your quality time with your family members. You can enjoy like playing the Ludos, Carom, and you can read your book also. You can attend your online classes. You can complete your homework also. And I might guess that you guys had completed your healthy and delicious breakfast. So eat healthy and stay happy at home. And till chapter 7, if you have completed chapter 6, then it's okay, it's very good. And if you don't, then please complete it, because I have all the records. So once the school will open, if I will ask to you the homework and you have to show me all homework, it should be in good handwriting and legible handwriting. Now before starting the chapter, just take a short look and please just stay at home, because we all know that we are in very pandemic situation, disease like COVID-19, and it's very dangerous, and it's better that we can enjoy inside our home. We can enjoy the time with family members, and you can attend your online classes also. And I might guess that you guys had completed your healthy and delicious breakfast. So eat healthy and stay happy at home, because today we have to finish very short topic. Then the new words and the objective types I will give you only on the videos. So please keep your pencil in your hand. If you don't have purchase, then please purchase it as soon as possible. Now first of all, that the chapter name is what? India Political. India Political is what? That in this chapter we have learned much more about the India, about the states and why it is divided into states, the union territories, these all. In fact, we have learned about the India also, that India is what? We live in India. We all know that we live in India, and it is a very beautiful and large country. It is located, India, where it is located? Then India, it is located in the southern part of the continent of Asia. India is located in the southern part of the continent of Asia. It is located, India is surrounded by the, means you can see that in picture page number 37, India is surrounded by the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. You can see that Arabian Sea, it is in the west, Indian Ocean, it is on in the south, and Bay of Bengal, it is in the east. So it means what? That India is surrounded by the Arabian Sea on the west, the Bay of Bengal on the east, and the Indian Ocean in the south. The Himalayas also, it separates from the India, on most of the part it is from the Asia, continent of Asia. They form a natural boundary also. The Himalayas, it forms a natural boundary also. Now India's and its neighbors. So we have learned that India's and its neighbor country. Neighbor means what? The area near our house. So suppose India is our house, and the area, the states and the country which is near our India, that is the India's neighbor. Now here is what? That you can see that India shares its boundary with the many countries. In this map you can see that India shares its boundary with many countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, then Nepal, China, Bhutan, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Pakistan and Afghanistan, it is on the west and the northwest, means in between the north and west. Pakistan means India shares the Pakistan and Afghanistan boundary in the west side, west and northwest side. In fact, it shares the countries Nepal, Bhutan, China, in the south, in the north side, means on the top. Bhutan and China and Nepal, it is on the north. Bangladesh Bangladesh and Myanmar, it is on the east. You can see that Myanmar and Bangladesh is there. It shares the India's boundary on the east side. And the south and Sri Lanka and Maldives, it shares the boundary in the south side. In the south means you can see that in Indian Ocean sides. Here you can see that India and its neighboring countries forms the Indian subcontinent. Forms the India subcontinent. Subcontinent means what? Subcontinent is a large land mass. Subcontinent is a large land mass that is a part of the continent. That is part of the continent. And the Indian subcontinent is a part of Asia. So that's why we can see, we can understood that it can share some parts to the Asia also. Means the Indian subcontinent is also part of Asia, and Asia we all know that it is a continent. Political division, that about all politics and is related to the political reason, that is we will see in the next page number 38, this topic. Political reason is what? First of all, we all know that India is a very large country. India, we can imagine that how it's big, and here we can see that millions of people living in the north, south, east and west, all the directions, and we can see that millions and thousand millions are there people living in the India country. And we have a union or central government, means they are the governor and they can rule the whole country, that they can make the law also, they can punish those who are guilty. So for that, India's capital, we all know that India's capital New Delhi. New Delhi is the capital of India. That all capital states, union territory, capital state, we will see in the next class, in next year in class 4, the states, and we all know that we have 29 states and its capital, and then 7 union territory and its capital. So New Delhi is what? It is the capital of India. The president, the prime minister and the other minister and of the central government, they lived in the capital city. Means if the states are there and if their capital cities are there, so these all the governor, the prime minister, the minister and the central government, these all lived in the capital cities. Like India's capital city is New Delhi. Then all the president, prime minister, if they will take the decision, they will go into the Rashtrapati Bhavan, which is in the New Delhi, and then they take the decisions of the India, that what's the good decision for the Indian, for all the people of the India. So that's why if any decision if they want to take, they can go to the capital city. They lived in the capital city, and in capital city they are just taking the decisions, because the prime minister, president of that states, they live in that cities only, in capital cities. So since India is very big, we all know that India is very big. So it is very difficult to control any one central government. It's true, because suppose it's a very millions people are there, and it is very difficult to control any one central government to rule, to give, to see that who is following the rule, and to see that who is just unfair, doing the unfair to the laws. So to punish that all. So it is very difficult for one central government to look after all the law and order in each part of the country. Like in each part of the country, like in India, like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat. So one central government can't go in all country in one time, and they can solve all problems. For that, India has divided into smaller areas known as states. For that, what India has divided the country into small areas, that is called states. And India has 29 states. We all know that India has 29 states. Each state means in each state they have their own governments and their own rules, which consist the government and the chief minister and the other ministers. The state government's offices are also located on the capital of the states. Like Goa's capital Panji, then all the offices it is located in the capital states. Now next topic, that's next line in page number 38 and the 39, that we will see in the next video. So please guys watch the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.